94.5 Christchurch's Breeze. James and Hilary, 16 past 8 now, 8:16, and the
Give
amazing
us those clues
place.
again, would you? Just quickly before
Well,
we
the
get
clue for the amazing place was that it's on the corner of two one-way streets. One is southbound, named after a Caribbean country, and the other's westbound. It's surrounded by plywood fencing with posters right now, but before the earthquakes, there was this big three-storied brick monolith almost of a building. It was a beautiful big building then.
He was all over you straight away, Chris Wilson. And of course, Chris is an architect at Wilson and Hill, and he knows exactly what you're talking about, James.
What am I talking about, Chris?
Well, that was the community of the Sacred Name, that building.
Yeah, it's gone now, of course, isn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was one of the nicest buildings on Barbados Street, so it was a shame to see that one go.
Well, it's nice to hear that from an architect saying that, so you know what you're talking about. But do you know how it's been demolished and now there's just that plywood fencing with all the posters on it? Do you realise that the chapel still has survived in behind that big building that's gone now?
Yeah. Yes, no, I had seen that. It was clad in, I think that was one of the first buildings on the site, and it was clad in corrugated iron. So it was always a beautiful garden out the back, and I'm guessing the garden's still there, the old trees and the chapel that was there. Yeah,
look, you're giving me goosebumps actually, Chris, because I was there yesterday. The chapel is definitely still there, and we're going to post some pictures on our Facebook in a second. But thank you for giving us a very, very accurate update on what it was and what it now is and what it's going to be. Chris Wilson, what's your company again?
I'm Wilson and Hill Architects.
Lovely. All right, mate. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Cheers, Chris.
Now, the thing about the chapel in the convent of the community of the Sacred Name is that it's now it's going to be the home base for a very special Christchurch charity. It was the focus of the buskathon over the weekend, and what happened was yesterday I went down there to have a look at their new base, or their future base at least, and I spoke to their CEO of that very special Christchurch charity. Her name is Val Carter, and I asked her what it's all about.
Home and Family is a Christchurch-based charity that's been around for almost 120 years. We provide parenting services and counselling support for families, individuals and children.
How do people access your services?
For parenting services, a lot of our work does come via Child, Youth and Family, but individual families can refer themselves, or other agencies can ask for a family to come and stay with us.
When you say counselling services, what sort of counselling services do you provide?
At the moment, we've got about 90 to 100 people on our books, our counselling books, and that's typical of the numbers that come through our service. At any one time, about 50% of those will be children, and by children, I mean children and young people aged between 4 and 16 years.
Over the weekend, we had the buskathon in Christchurch, and it was very successful. 24 venues over 24 hours, and money was raised there. But how else can people help Home and Family in Christchurch?
At the moment, we have got a capital campaign underway to restore a beautiful Cat 1, Group 1 heritage building and the community of the Sacred Name Convent. That is a project that we're hoping to raise about $3.5 million. Once we've done that, we're going to not only restore such a beautiful building, but we're also going to have a permanent base from which we can operate our counselling services, bring back our group programs and work to further support Christchurch's community.
And you've got a big function coming up in the next few days.
Yes, next week we have our very own Dancing with the Stars. Some people might remember that the beautiful Crystal Chenery danced for Home and Family and the recent television show. Quite by chance, we'd already arranged to have our own Dancing with the Stars function, and we've got 18 wonderful volunteers who have spent the last 6 Sundays practicing, learning new routines, and are going to be putting on a fantastic show next Thursday at the Machino Lounge in the casino.
Oh, look, it's a gorgeous organisation, what they do, Home and Family, and also where they're going to be based. That chapel is truly beautiful.
I've put the original red brick building up, and also, James, those photos from yesterday while you were there of the inner sanctum of the... it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. You will never be able to drive past it in the same way again.
Hopefully not. Yeah. Think of them. Home and Family. Good words. This is The Breeze, Christchurch, 20 past 8.